So after all this time on this journey so far, there's one thing that I can now say with 100% confidence, and that is that I am definitely cursed when it comes to screen printing and making my own merchandise in-house. This is episode 3, season 2 of Starting A Streetwear Brand. So although this is the start of the episode, it's actually more of a recap of everything that's happened over the production of the last batch for the Burnout series. And my God, it was a proper slog. I was up against everything. Well, it felt like that anyway. I had so many issues to contend. So first off, I had to find a new company to expose my screens because I was having all sorts of issues there. That's fine, that's all sorted. But when they got the screens and they had to clear out all the old emulsion and stuff, the glue that holds the mesh onto the frame, that all perished. So the screen mesh came away from the frames. So that was a delay, had to get those sorted out. Luckily, the company that provide me with screen printing products, they sent some new ones out because I had to get new meshes anyway because the other ones weren't necessarily a good mesh count. So I went up to 60/40. Yeah, geez. It's just one thing after another in this game, it feels like anyway, and it's probably not even 60/40, I think it's 62T. Anyway, I'm learning, so yeah, go easy on me. But it's just never ending. This is one thing after another. Like when you think you're sorted and you think you're doing really well and you're on a home straight, something's there to trip you up. So anyway, I want to put all this negativity aside and focus on a good thing. And that is that the new batch is done. And I'm super happy with it. I'll go and show you one now. So we've got the hoodie, we've got some sleeves going on, and that's the back print. And then we've got t-shirt as well. And this is the front and back. Really happy with how those came out. And we've got the black one as well. And yeah, super chuffed with these. I think they come out really nicely. So now we can crack on and document the process. And this is how it all went. All right, so I am literally just heading down to the new place that are exposing my screens for me. Gonna go and pick them up, see how they've come out. And really excited to get started with this one. As I mentioned in the previous video, I was thinking of doing no underbase on the orange, but I've changed my mind. I think that needs an underbase, and I think there's no space for complacency or cutting corners. So that is exactly why I sent them 3 screens rather than the 2 that I initially had anticipated. So I'm going to do one screen for just everything white, another screen for the black, and then I've got another screen for the sleeves, little details, and the main orange bit that's giving me anxiety. But someone also left a comment as well saying that I've bitten off way more than I can chew. So that is exactly why I've gone and got myself an underbase, because I want to make sure that that's not the case and that I can do it if I want to put my mind to it. So appreciate the challenge, whoever wrote that comment. Okay, so here you are. You'll see I've got these 3 new screens set up. So one for the white, one for the black, and one for the orange. So this is it, set up on the press now. So I'm going to do a white underbase first. So with the orange, everything is included. So I've got the white of the design, and then I'm printing the white for the underbase of the orange as well. So you'll see that in the middle there. And one thing I'm definitely going to invest in now as well is a flash dryer, because I calculated it and it's about 2 minutes per flash that I'm doing as well. So it just takes too long. So this is 2 minutes, and previously 2 minutes as well. It's just way too long. So now I'm going down and laying the orange on top, and sizing that up wasn't too bad at all. I don't know why I was worried about that, but I just had to shave off a few pixels with a stroke of the underbase, and the orange just slightly overlaps it, so it's perfect. And here it is, all finished. So the t-shirts were nice and simple, smashed through them, did a little detail on the sleeve as well, which I really like. And then when I was working on those, I realized that I was actually probably stretching a little bit too far when it came to printing on the platen. So I had to whip a little bit off. So yeah, so I chopped a little bit off. Because otherwise it was just like way too far. So that's perfect. That's like the size that you want for a sleeve. So yeah, it worked out quite nicely. Nice little customization. What I'm gonna do in the future though is I'm gonna round this off as well, so it sits on the sleeve, on the cuff a little bit more, because that was a little bit of a stretch around the bottom. But the sleeves, in general, like printing the sleeves, I've been looking forward to working on those for ages, because I do quite like sleeve prints. And they were so nice to work on, because like when you're doing like a big back print, obviously you've got that full width that you need to be nice and balanced with the squeegee. Whereas with that, just a nice narrow strip, that was lush. That was really, really nice to print. So lots more sleeve prints to come, and I'm gonna start working on some long sleeves as well. So I'm looking forward to releasing some of them soon. But anyway, I'll show you how those went. And look, I decided to treat myself to a little apron as well, because I was getting ink all over my normal clothes. So yeah, hopefully one day I'll get a bit tidier. With regards to using this heat gun on little details like sleeves and like chest prints, I probably still use the heat gun for that. So it just depends what you're doing really. But if you're doing big areas, then yeah, maybe it is wise to get a flash dryer. But for this, I'm just gonna keep using the heat gun regardless, I think. And look, here we go. So I'm doing another modeling debut, I know. But yeah, so here's the sleeve print. That's come out really nicely. We've got the chest print as well, and then here's the back. And we got the little hem tag down here as well. And the neckline as well, we got the label sewn in there. So although I felt very much up against it in this latest collection, I'm so pleased that I just pushed on and cracked on with it, because it's so rewarding when you just see it all done and you know you've printed it and you know you've put it all together, and it's just so worth it. It's such a labor of love for sure. And the amount of time that I've had to dedicate to this as well, it's amazing. Like every time, for every hour you think you're gonna need, you need 5 hours. It's just insane. Like the cleanup time and the preparation and all the stuff that can go wrong. It's just never ending. But I'm so glad that I've been pushing on with this. So as well as buying myself a new apron, I've also got myself a chain. So my Amazon orders just get creepier and creepier, as well as the little torso, the inflatable torso, if you've seen that one in the Baby Mobile. So with some old school ingredients, we're gonna start cooking some new stuff up as well for presenting these garments. So if you wanna see what that's all about, hit subscribe to be notified when that drops, or if it's already out, see you in the next video. And in the meantime, thank you so much for your support, and see you guys in the next chapter. Cheers.